Hi guys, welcome to my speed build. This is the first one I've ever done, so bear with me. But I have tried to do a small modern home today. I usually try to do, some smaller sized homes. I try not to do anything too big, only because I don't get a lot of time. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I only get to play, when my kids are napping or when they're sleeping. Otherwise, I'm doing mom and house stuff, so, but for this one in particular, because it's my first speed build also, I wanted to keep it kind of simple. I didn't want to do anything too crazy. So I popped up the image of the floor plan that was included with this reference image along with the outside of the house. So what I started to do first was just get the windows and doors and basic lighting figured out so that I could continue on with the build. This is the boring part. It's not too terribly exciting, but I wanted you to see the process because I know when I like to watch speed builds, which is often, I like to see the whole process so I know I'm not alone when I struggle with a floor plan or struggle with placement or deciding on what I'm going to use and what pack and all that. All of that comes in very handy to. It's very relatable, and I enjoy it. So some of my favorites, my favorite influencers, as far as SimsTube goes for, that would be Delicacy. I like to watch James Turner, Lil Simsy, Miss Griffey, Miss Simrino, who else? Simlissy. I have a couple others that I can't think of at the moment because I'm a little nervous because this is my first time recording, but I will be sure to link my favorites in the links below in case you want to check some of the other ones out. But that's who has influenced me. Oh, and Dr. Ashley. I have to give a huge shout out to Dr. Ashley because she inspired me to start doing this finally in the first place. Her first video, I think, of 2023, she talked about resolutions and, new year, new me, yada yada, but mostly it was about, if you want to do something, just do it. Stop making excuses for yourself. And this is going to be the year we get it done, whatever it is we want to do. And I said, you know what? Sounds like a good plan to me. Now's as good a time as any. So I decided to do this, and it's been hard. This build literally took me about a week just to do the build, and then 4 days to figure out the editing, and now another couple of days to get ready to do the audio recording. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to have a couple speed builds out, maybe a couple a month to start, maybe like once a week, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I talked over the whole kitchen, but I was just getting the basic layout. Right now what I'm doing is I'm going by the floor plan, which just, disappeared from your screen, but going by the floor plan, I'm just placing some things down, getting the basic shape, and what I end up doing after I get the basic shape down is I go back, I replace the countertops with the ones I actually want. The fridge, I think, stays the same. I'm not 100% sure. And I do have a lot of packs available to me, but for this specific build, I decided on Base Game, Snowyscape, and Dream Home Decorator as the 3 packs I would use, just because I wanted to keep it simple. Like I said, sometimes having too much to choose from it gets a little overwhelming. And for my first build, I just wanted to keep it simple. I do use CC every now and again, and I definitely do use the Tool Mod and the Organized Debug and Better Build By mods. Those are both by Twisted Mexi. Highly recommend. Very helpful if you're trying to move things where they shouldn't be or rotate something outside of the realm that the game gives you. Alright, so here I'm in the kitchen. I'm replacing the countertops for the ones I actually decided on, and the counters and cabinets. That's what I was trying to say. I don't think I do any decorating yet, but I do figure out sink placement, and here I had to fiddle around with the countertop layout because I wanted it centered here. So what I did was I deleted and I put 2 end pieces of the counters here, and they don't clip too badly. Like you really can't tell. And then for this side I said, I have to move that door over now. It's clipping, so let me do the same thing over here, and there we go. And actually the windows fit better that way anyway, so I'm glad that I I'm glad that I actually ran into that problem. And this is where I kind of figured out too that the lighting is why some of the objects look black on the windows, like the windows on that one countertop. I'm not 100% sure why. I didn't know that in the first place, but now I'm moving into just getting the basic layout of the living room. I don't know if I pop up the... No, I did not, sorry. I did not pop that image back up on the screen right about here, but in the living room there's a little TV, a little built-in area around it. The couch, excuse me, the couch was all the way back up against the wall, the far wall where the entryway is, and I thought that was a little silly for a Sims build. I thought that gave way too much room between the couch and the TV. But I do try to make that work, and then I scratch that. You'll see that later. But here's I use the Dream Home Decorator modular shelves. This plant here, by the way, I don't end up using it. It's terrible. It doesn't go with the space at all. But I put it there as a placeholder so that I would know that I wanted to put a plant there. And here I skipped over a bunch of stuff. I cut it out of me trying to figure out the flooring because that was just boring. It was just me staring at the screen, going through swatches over and over again. You don't want to see that. But it took me a while. I had about 2 hours of footage total between my 2 recording days, and I managed to cut it down to about 25 minutes, I think. About 27 minutes, and then the screenshots. It was hard, I gotta tell you. I didn't think it would be that difficult. Anyway, so here is the outside. I'm doing the exterior design of the house right here, and I was trying to replicate the slats. And Snowy Escape comes with these wall slats that are perfect. I loved it. I didn't go with quite the same color as the reference photo, but I liked the lighter color anyway, and the windows match perfect. And here I am doing that tricky little thing where I put the wall up, put the slats down, then delete the wall. And I realized I put them on the wrong side. Duh. So here I am switching that around again. I don't know why I did a third panel, because I can clearly see it's only 2 panels. So now I delete the third. There it is. And then I decided to put some columns in, also from Snowy Escape. Great pack, by the way. Love the build stuff. Even if you aren't going for a Japanese-inspired build, they're just very versatile. The steps I love because they have wood grain, like actual wood grain look to them. The columns are the same. They're just these nice, plain, wooden, square columns. And they have a nice wood grain to them. They're really delicate looking. I just enjoy that. All kinds of different colors too. And here I put the wallpaper, the paneling behind the detail pieces on that wall, because I thought that would add a little bit of color behind it. Might give you the illusion that it's all wood paneling. That's the way it was made. So that's where I went with that. And I'm using these Snowy Escape lounge chairs. They're actually interior chairs. They're not supposed to be used outside, but I like them. And it's undercover, so why not? It's The Sims. What are you going to do? I used this end table also from Snowy Escape. And I don't think I break out my shelf yet. I may. No, I don't think I do. But I do put that plant there because that was on the reference image. Thank you. Oh my gosh, my brain. That was in the reference image as well. And here's the living room. Here's where I decided I was working on the couch. I put it all the way up against this back wall, and then I said, nah, never mind. Not happening. Move it. Not doing that. So here we go. I was trying to figure out what kind of rug I wanted to use, and I think this one is nice. If I wasn't just using the 3 packs, I said I would probably use a different one. But I do like this rug, and I don't use it that often, so I thought, you know what, that was a good time. That's pretty cool. There's more, I just tried to throw more color in there with the rug. Picked that one. I like that one. And here is the Dream Home Decorator coffee table, which I was a little unsure of because it's round. But you know what? I think it actually looks nice because the couch pieces are rounded. Maybe it draws it all together. I don't know. Maybe I'm just grasping at straws here, but I really enjoyed that. There's the desk, and here's the desk chair. I don't think that there was a specific desk area in the floor plan of the original reference picture, but obviously, if you have a sim, you need a desk. You need somewhere to sit and write, or sit and use your computer. Gotta have that. Writing is using a computer, actually, so what am I talking about? Obviously. A little nervous. There we go. And here's the dining room table. Also Snowyscape. Love it. Love the wood tone. Matches nicely with everything. I think here's where I decided to get rid of that plant. I just put these two down for now. I don't know if I keep that one. I might. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, this took me this took me about a week and a half really to work up to the point where I am, where I'm voice recording now. And it was rough, man. It was rough. Like I said, I didn't think it would take me that long, but we do what we can, you know? And I really wanted to do this year. I wanted to do this because I've been building for a long time, and I've been watching all of my favorites, and I thought, you know, I can do this, and I enjoy this. I wanna share this with people. I want people to see me and relate to, you know, my life, and the fact that I find time to do this, and that they can do it too. And I'm thinking I might do a little bit of gameplay at some point. Maybe some tips and tricks videos. I understand that this video is actually very simple. This floor plan is really simple. The roofing is simple. Speaking of roofing, I was gonna try to do something really cool with where I had this part and then windows on the other side, like like on the top, so it was like had like back windows. When I looked at it, I said that is absolutely silly. I'm not doing that. So I changed it, and I just reduced the overlap and worked the roof pieces together to be kind of an offset gabled roof, and I thought that worked out well. But I forget completely where I was going with that. I think we're going to pop the reference image up here again, just take another look at the outside of the house, and I'm going to pick the wallpaper. And here we go. Oh right, what I was saying is, it's a very simple build. I know it looks really basic, and it is, and the reason I'm doing a really basic one, for, like I said, it is my first speed build, my first time editing, my first time audio recording, my first time uploading, my first YouTube channel ever, and I'm 34 years old. So I got mom brain. I got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old son. They drive me absolutely up a wall. I love them, but it is so hard to get anything done and maintain focus. And I've never had focus problems before. I've always been like really on the ball with it, but man, kids, I swear. Whew, I didn't know. I'm sorry, Mom. I tell her every day, I'm sorry. I was must have been such a pain in the butt. Anyhow, so that's why I'm keeping this one simple, because it's my first one, and I just wanted it to be nice and easy, nothing too crazy. So here we are. We're in the back. I didn't have much to work with in the back. I think it was just like one little square and a set of steps, and I thought, well, obviously you need more room than that, because for gameplay you're going to want, you know, an outside space to, you know, look over the back canal, for example, because this is in, oh crap, Newcrest? Is that where this is? See? Brain. Complete fog. I've been playing this game since 2001. Well, I've been playing The Sims since 2001. I've been playing The Sims 4 since about 2015. You think that I would know what the neighborhood was called. I've like over 3,000 hours. Oh, God. Brain. So yes, you want an outdoor space. So I added that. I gave myself a little liberty. Here I am finalizing the kitchen, I believe. Or at least adding a couple more details before I move on to fix the floor plan a little bit. Because here's the layout that I was given, and then I say, you know what, I need to move this over. I can't deal with this. I need a little bit more room. I need to fiddle with it a little bit. So I moved everything over. I cut out the parts where I had to redo the front with those siding details from Snowyscape, and I did replace this plant. I love this Dream Home Decorator plant with the frilly fronds. I don't know why. I love it. I think the front looks much better now. I think that is exactly what needed to happen. So here we are gonna, I think after I place the mailbox, we are going to cut to my second day of filming. So here we go. This is my second night of filming after my boys had gone to bed, and I was up until about midnight, and it was exhausting. So if you see me getting a little lazy, moving stuff around, that's probably why. I was a little tired. But anyway, here's the living room. So I am putting salt and pepper on the table, shoes, and a coat rack by the door. I'm probably going to put a couple decorations up. Here we go. So I put some decorations in the kitchen, the towel rack, or I'm sorry, paper towel holder, the knife rack, knife block, bowl set, the coffee mug set, that plant which I end up, oh don't worry, I'll replace it. I'm going to move it up higher on the wall on the other side. I was thinking about curtains here or blinds, but it just wasn't doing it. So here we go, and I thought, you know what, this needs another table. I don't know why, but oh, here's the here's the light switches that we got. That was new. See, that was the first day that I had light switches available to me, and I said I'm gonna use them. That's great. Put up these aprons, which were great. There's another base game update, I think from last year or like the year before. I'm not 100%, but here I'm doing some little more clutter. I love this, that pots and pans above the window thing, or on the window. I got that from Miss Marino, so shout out to you. That was fantastic. I love that idea. I think it looks so cool. And here I'm grabbing the coffee pot. This is my favorite coffee pot. It's an unlocks. I think you type in testing cheats true, and then bb.unlock gameplay entitlements. You know what? I'm gonna find it and I'm gonna put it in the in the links down below. So, but it's great. I love that coffee pot. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's available to you. This is debug coffee. This is in the debug menu. And if you have organized debug by Twisted Mexi, you can easily just type in coffee, milk, sugar, and it'll pop up to you. See right here? I'm gonna type in sugar. Ta-da! Bag of sugar. And then I shrink it down. I decorate with this, and I think I type in spoon. Yes, there it is. Put the little spoon there. Place it there. I love it. That's my favorite little detail. Just a bag of coffee beans, a little bag of sugar, and a spoon. Perfect. And it's debug, and it just looks so cute. And then you minimize the little mugs, the coffee mug rack, and just down one size, I think using the bracket key. It's just so easy. I love it. That's my favorite little easy trick. Here's the coffee table I was talking about before. I was getting ahead of myself. So salt and pepper on that, obviously. And then I think I used a little plant. I'm not sure which one. I think it's just this little cute little, there it is. It's that cute little like tree thing. I don't know what that is. Oh, that light up cactus that we got with another base game update. Love it. Gotta use it. And then I put down that open notebook. I think it's also, no, it's not debug. That's in the regular decor menu. This painting, which I never use in that swatch, I think it's kind of weird, to be honest, but it worked in this build. Like, it's not my ideal style, but neither is this house. So I really enjoyed this build, and I said, I'm gonna put that there. I never use it. First time for everything. I don't think I put a computer here, only because I wanted to give the opportunity for somebody else, whoever downloads this house, to do what they want with the space, whether they want to use it for a computer that they already have, or they want to get a laptop and then save it for a desktop. You know how it is. However you want to play is your own prerogative, and that is the beauty of The Sims. Here I'm just very, very lazily decorating a TV cabinet. Oh my god, I was so lazy. I just couldn't be bothered. I was so tired at this point. My kids are currently napping right now, which is why I'm doing this. But I decorated this little TV cabinet hutch thing, whatever you want to call it. Then I saw this little guy with the bowls, and I thought that'll look really cute, scrunched up underneath the cabinet right there. Just like a little extra something. And I think I did it in blue, just because, yeah, tie in some blue that I had, little blue accents in the kitchen. And of course I added a little doormat there, which reminded me I wanted to do a doormat in the front, so I think I do go back and do that eventually. Jumping around the kitchen, I'm trying to figure out what wallpaper I want to use. I wanted to do something simple. I don't want anything too crazy. And I enjoy this color blue, so I went with that. Again, trying to tie in the blue in there, and I love this wallpaper. It is perfect for the bathroom. It's just big white squares. I don't know why, but for this particular bathroom, I think because everything is so blocky and everything is so square, the countertops, the sinks, the mirror, everything, I was like, you know what? Perfect. Big white squares. Can't go wrong. And that was it. And I think I did did the rug here, sized it down just a smidge, just enough, and then I moved it in front of the sinks. There we go. I don't remember what else I put in the bathroom because it's been a while. Probably a light switch. Am I right? Light switch? No? A rug? A painting. Here we go. Some artwork. So I put some artwork in here. I think then I add the light switch. I'm making myself a liar, aren't I? I think I am. Anywho, I'm going to take this time to say a little bit more about myself. So, my name is Christine, hence Miss Chris Builds. I've been building actively. I'm posting my builds to the gallery since 2019, I believe. 2019? No, 2020. No, you know what? I think I deleted everything in 2019 that I had before. I think I started a whole new gallery name, which I have since changed anyway. But I think I actually started building again 2021 after my first son was born. And again, that was like after bedtime. I would have a little bit of time to myself, and this is something I enjoyed doing. So I was watching my YouTube creators while I was sitting at home with him, recovering on maternity leave. When I was working, and I got really into building again. So I wanted to post some things to the gallery, and I actually really enjoyed it. And a couple people started to download my builds, and I said, "Oh my gosh, really? Like, you like my stuff? Am I really, like, am I okay at this? I guess so." And I've just been trying to progressively get better, and practice more, watch more builders, take time to really research when I'm building something, like how to achieve certain styles, downloading certain mods, learning how to use them, and yeah. And now I'm doing this, and I'm so excited and so ready to do something like this, because I should have been doing this years ago. That's the thing. I thought I didn't have time, and then I had kids, and I realized I had plenty of time. I really did. I was just, you just don't realize. But anyway, so back to it. Here's the bedroom. That's me using the tool mod right here again to resize that rug. That's the best thing for the tool mod. Tool mod's features I like the best are the resize, so scale, rotate. Rotate is great because you can rotate things that are on the wall. You can rotate them to like be leaning up against something, or to look like they're leaning up against something, or just to be crooked if you're making like a rundown house, which I've seen a lot. That's really cool. I need to do that at some point, make a rundown home. I think that'll look really neat. But yeah, I really enjoy that. That and the OMSP shelf, which I believe I should be breaking out about now, because putting this plant on the table wasn't working, because for some reason there are no slots for this plant on the table. And I really wanted to use that one. I like that one, actually. That's my favorite base game flower plant type thing. And here's, I was like, ooh, telescope, not on the front porch, you silly goose. This goes in the back. Now we're good. And I think I add some planter pots, and I don't know why I was thinking about the fish tank, but I don't use that. I was thinking about the planter pots and some seed packets, I believe. I try to keep it pretty simple, but that way if you download this house, you have some seed packets to start with. It's pretty nice. I'm not 100% sure what the cost of this house is. I know it's not a starter home. I think it's about $34,000, $35,000. So it's not too bad. It's not terribly far off starting budget for 1 or 2 Sims. Now, obviously, there's no kids' room, but it's a very boxy house, and you can always move this house to a bigger lot and have room to expand, or you can make a hallway from the living room in between the kitchen and the bathroom, and have some bedrooms behind, like maybe move the kitchen back and put some bedrooms in between the living room and the kitchen, or down a hallway. There's plenty of possibilities for this. So I think that for my first home, this one came out pretty okay. I'm like about 85% satisfied with it. I think my next one, I am going to try to do something a little bit more detailed, a little bit more my style. But this was just, hey, let's throw it up and see what happens. I don't know. Maybe I'll hate it. Maybe I will realize that I just can't do this, and I'll be like, no, done. But That's not how I feel. I think I can do this better, and I'm gonna roll with it. So here we go. Anyway, I also have an Instagram page with past builds that I have not done videos for, obviously. It's under the same name, Miss Chris Builds on Instagram, and that is my name on the gallery as well. So everything should line up pretty easy and be easy to follow. I'm also on a few Facebook groups, Sims groups, where we share builds, share Sims, share tips and tricks, or if we have an issue with the game and we want community advice, or if we're looking to helping each other out. I think that's really nice. I think Sims for PC gamers only is one of the groups, and then I think there's the Sims for Builders Inspiration group, and then there's another building group with CC. But I'm a member of some of those groups, and I will link them down below also in case you're looking to get into a Facebook group for Sims, maybe get into a community. That's where I was actually posting a lot of my builds first. I didn't always have the Instagram. That's something I just put up. But I was posting them to my builds to these groups, and I was getting a lot of really good feedback, and people were liking, downloading, sharing with other people. I was a little surprised, actually. I didn't think that would happen. I mean, I was pretty sure that I was at least competent in building, but I didn't think that people would enjoy it that much. I figured people would be like, oh yeah, okay, that's nice, and then move along. I didn't expect to have, almost 30 followers on the gallery and almost 400 downloads. That's crazy to me. That's a big number for someone who does this, when they can, and just started putting stuff up, maybe a year or two ago, and didn't really know what the heck they were doing as far as sharing online. And I'm just very, very happy to be doing it finally. I'm glad. Well, anyway, here I am finishing the landscaping. I did keep it really simple, and I did cover up all the stilting. Again, why? I don't know. Probably because I didn't like the stilting to begin with. But here is the speed build. I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, hit the like button. That would really, really help me out. And also subscribe so you can see all my other builds. I appreciate you stopping by, and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.